Good morning, it's day 150 of the thru hike and we're heading into 100 Mile Wilderness. Less than a week to go. And look, Poet just told us to savor this last bit, but I'm ready to be done. So I am going to do my best to take his advice and savor it, but I am also running like hell because I'm ready to be done. Good morning. I know you can't really see me, but it's day 151. I'm heading up the Chairback Range. Stayed at Long Pond Lean-To last night and it's supposed to rain today. And I think I can hear the rain starting, so I apologize for not much video yesterday. I was a little overwhelmed by the fact that I'm almost at the end. And now I am just stressing because it's raining and I'm going to a campsite tonight, hopefully. Not a shelter, so I'm gonna have to set up in the rain. But hey, I've done it before, I'll do it again. I'm just gonna hope the new seam tape holds and my tent doesn't leak. Yay. So I missed the official marker, so I made my own out of pine cones, but 2100 means 98.4 left to go. Good morning, it's day 152 of my thru hike. Yesterday, despite not filming because it was raining, was eventful. I did the Chairback Range in sort of a light misty rain, which was actually terrible because it's a lot of slate up there, so there was no friction. Then had no rain. We're going through the Hermitage and the Galapagos area. It was very pretty. Then as soon as we start climbing up to Carl Newhall shelter, it pours, like over an inch an hour. And this year has not been anything to scoff at for rain on the AT. That might have been the hardest downpour I've seen. Like, legitimately. Then we get up to Sydney to Pond campsite where we stayed last night. And I'm sort of rushing to set my tent because it's still kind of raining. And one of my poles fucking pops out of its connector. I'm like, oh no. Fortunately, because Fan Fave hammocks, I was setting up under his tarp, so we were able to fix it without getting ourselves completely soaked. But yeah, it was an eventful day yesterday, and today I'm going over the Whitecap Range, hoping to get a view on Whitecap, though I don't think it's likely, because from Whitecap you can see Katahdin.
Come on, Katahdin, you can do it.
Come on, Mama K.
Pancake?
Good morning, it's day 153, and I'm getting about a half hour later of a start than I wanted to, because Antlers campsite's really nice, and I didn't want to leave. But Katahdin awaits, even though at this point it looks like I'm going to be summiting in the pouring rain, which, kind of par for the course for this thru hike to be summiting in the rain. I'm not terribly surprised, but I am kind of honestly upset about it. And got 21.6 to do today. And it's almost done. Got to text my parents last night because there's cell signal here at Antlers, which is also how we found out that the weather forecast really sucks. But got a photo of my dog this morning. Made me feel a lot better, and I'm gonna finish this hike. Even if I finish it in the pouring rain on Katahdin. And I'm scared to do that mountain in the rain. It's not something I look forward to doing. You can barely see because of the haze, which is probably, again, wildfire smoke, but that's Katahdin. Good morning, it's day 154 of my through hike. I stayed at Rainbow Stream Lean-To last night, and today I'm heading out of 100 Mile into a little outpost of Able Bridge, hoping to get a bunkhouse for the night because the rain is supposed to come in starting tonight as of last time I had cell signal and checked. So heading in there, gonna get some snacks for Katahdin, and when I'm up on Rainbow Ledges today, I'm just gonna pray that the weather forecast has changed and that I'm miraculously going to have the perfect day on Katahdin. But again, if this trail is to end in rain, that is fairly par for the course at this point. Last night there was some pretty graffiti, as always, but this was some unusually profound pretty graffiti. Because, you know, we're getting to the end, we're sentimental. And it's an Ursula K. Le Guin quote. It is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters in the end. And I cried over that a little bit. I've cried over a lot of things lately. I'm gonna cry over more things. That's fine. Out of the 100 Mile wilderness and running away from mutant killer mosquitoes. I swear to God, they're supernaturally fast.
The immature bald eagle is in the clump.
Good morning. It's day 155. Where are we heading?
That way. Birches.
We're heading to Birches. So right now it's about 6 something in the morning, and sign up sheet goes live at 7. There's a small bubble of hikers, so we are getting there touch on the early side. Ranger Don, I think it was, said that we don't have to be super early, which is why it's not currently the crack of dawn. He's still ready to kill me because I got him up early, but we're gonna sign up for Birches, run back and eat breakfast at the Able Bridge camp store, buy a few more snacks because it's gonna be a long day sitting in the shelter, and then tomorrow's Katahdin day. Weather still looks like crap in the morning, but it's supposed to be, pardon me, less crowded in the afternoon. I'm doing great.
Howdy.
What's today?
Summit day.
Day 156 of our through hike, and we're finishing up. We stayed at Birches last night. There were, I think it ended up being like 10 people there total, because there's that guy that came in late. And we're about to do the 5.5 miles of Katahdin just as soon as my parents get here to take our stuff so we can slack pack it. But it's after 6 o'clock, so the gate's open and they'll just be on their way in now. Wanted that video to end. It's also not really how I wanted my through hike to end, but the day I submitted Katahdin, August 9th, 2023, it's now September of 2023 when I'm filming and editing this. The weather was, I'm going to phrase it nicely and say less than ideal. We were dealing with 30, 40 mile an hour winds, gusts higher. I couldn't walk in a straight line because the wind was so strong. It was cold, it was rainy, it was not a good day to be on Katahdin.
given the choice and the opportunity, I probably would have delayed summiting until the next day, but my parents were there. This was the day they had to pick us up. They were driving down to Bangor to pick up a rental car tomorrow, so I could use my car to take my time wandering home. And I summited. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of this through hike. I'm proud of myself for finishing, because there were a lot of points on this where I wanted to quit, and I'll talk about that in another video for sure. But yeah, I summited with Fan Fave. We spent the night at a hotel in Millinocket, closer to Medway really. But there were 3 cats there. That was very exciting. Made my day. Then we, like I said, my parents got dropped off at Bangor, got a rental car, drove back to New Jersey. And then Fan Fave and I went to Acadia National Park. So if you've seen some of my videos from last summer, you know I worked in Acadia National Park. I was at one of the campgrounds on the island. It was very fun. But I've still got friends who are up there working this summer, so we visited with them. We hung out on Sand Beach. We didn't do any hiking. We got food. We played mini golf. I played a D&D game with my friends, which was, it made a really kind of sucky ending a lot better. Then I drove Fan Fave down to Boston Logan. He flew home. It was a very tearful departure. You hike with someone for, I don't know, math's hard, the bulk of the trail, and then you say goodbye and it's like, oh, I'm missing my partner. But we're already planning our next adventure. I'm gonna keep that a little bit under wraps until I know if I've got everything logistically worked out. And thank you all for following along my through hike. It's been a joy doing it most of the time, and I'll be posting a few more videos about the through hike before moving on to the next adventure. Have a good one, everybody.